Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your hosts, Kirby Key.
And Black Superman.
Also known as David Clark.
And Walter Bryant.
Today we're talking about, after 2 long years, High School of the Dead, Chapter 30.
Okay, now, this may just be my own little idiosyncrasy, maybe my own little pet peeve. I'm just saying. If you take 2 years off from something I really love, the first thing I want to see when you come back is the main characters I was following.
No, that's too much sense.
No, not at all.
No.
Instead, we should see some random characters we've never seen before,
or have no attachments to,
and they should be the entire chapter.
Hey, they were in it at the end for a little. First of all, I have a problem with the main character guy, and maybe because I haven't seen it for 2 years and I have lost my attachment to it. But like, all these women, including 2 grown women, like super grown women who have like their own like lives, are listening to a 16-year-old boy. Like, he's our leader. First of all, it's the little fat kid who knows how to kill things.
Yeah. And
does all the strategy. And then it's the girl with the glasses who's the genius.
And the girl with the sword who, well, is awesome.
And the 2 grown women, one of them is a medical professional, quote unquote. The other one is just a mom. And then her daughter is the dumb girl who I hate. But she can also fight because she's been, professionally trained. The only one who has no idea what they're doing is the leader.
Yeah.
So that should not be a thing.
But he risked his life.
No, what it is he's the only hot man left on the planet to them. That's what it is. Because before, like, he was the leader, and then they found girl with glasses, her dad, the mafia boss. Well, the politician. He was a mafia boss.
He was, yeah.
And he was the leader. You know why? Because he was the most epic guy around.
Yeah, except for then 16-year-old girly man said, you know what, we're leaving. And they all left. They were in a compound with guns surrounding the whole place. They were in Woodbury.
But like not crazy.
But not with no crazy governor. And they all decided to leave because he wasn't happy.
And then Mafia Boss and Epic Mafia Boss guy wife were fighting all zombies. And even though it looked like they were going to die, they're still alive.
Yeah, of course they are.
People that epic cannot die until the very end, like from a nuke.
Well, mostly.
Yeah, well, we hope. But basically, they started the chapter off. We were somewhere else with some military guys who were like, oh, there's some police people in a school or a mall or something, and they're keeping people safe. And then they go to people who are over there. They're like, oh, we're keeping you safe. And then there's some chick who I'm assuming is going to be important because they're not showing her face, but she's talking and saying stuff. I didn't really read what she was saying because I knew it was going to be stupid and irrelevant because she's just going to die anyway.
But there is the one chick, the one police chick. You know what? We need to go back and read the others. But that one police chick who was in like the first couple of issues.
Yeah, she's the nurse's friend.
Yeah. And she's back.
Yeah.
And she wants to come back into this zone.
She wants to stay on the ground.
Which makes no sense.
Well, because her friends are there. And if you literally only have like one person on the planet who you still know.
Okay.
Like if you lose them, you're like, at this point, you're like, well then, like, I'm done. So, plus they have my guns.
Yeah, but she apparently got an entire locker full of epic guns.
Which makes no sense. Because there was like a billion guns in there.
Yeah, and she took them all.
No,
so she's got like a neutral zone generator or something where she can just stick them all in.
No, Superman couldn't carry that because he only has 2 hands. like this is ridiculous. Like, how did she just carry it? But we're supposed to accept that she did.
Yeah,
and somehow got off the ship unnoticed.
Well, the guy said he would cover for her. He covered for her.
Someone leaves with all of your guns. You're like, oh yeah, okay.
No. She didn't leave with all their guns. She left with all the guns that like this defense force left. Because the guns that they're going out with, okay, never mind.
Yeah, the point is, she's back on the ground. She'll probably end up joining the group and probably end up falling in love with a 16-year-old guy who has no training. Because that is what happens in Japan.
Okay, now here's the real truth. This is the truth as we see it. Or, well, okay, the truth as I see it anyway. You had 2 years. 2 years. 40 pages. 2 years. Okay, now, that's a whole lot of... That's like one panel every 3 weeks or some crap like that.
That's a really bad rate, man.
Now, in that amount of time, you're telling me you couldn't have come up with a better story than this and brought back the characters we actually know?
And you could have put it in color. You're lazy. You're lazy and you're bad, but we love your story.
Up to this chapter.
Treat us right, please. Also, season 2. Come on. Like the anime.
Yeah, well,
Bring it back.
Yeah, the problem with that is, well, the anime ran up to...
They should just do their own story. They should pull a Fullmetal Alchemist, the original, and then just do their own story.
They should pull a Walking Dead and just decide that the story's going to go their own way anyway. Well, you know what I did find just totally amazing in this one chapter? This one panel. Because you know High School of the Dead, they spend a lot of time showing you hot girls.
Yes.
Okay, so this one panel when the main characters first show up, the first thing that gets said as you're looking at Sword Chick's back, and you know the undershot of her butt is "Watch my back." That was outstanding. That was brilliant writing.
Yeah.
That was worth 2 years. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No.
It wasn't. But it was brilliant writing.
I'm glad to see the little dog is still around. I mean, I know it's only been like in their world like 2 seconds, but it's been 2 actual real years for us, so I forgot a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh hey, the dog is still alive.
Yeah, and really, honestly, I had decided I was going to reread everything and then read 30, but we needed to get this video out.
Yeah, and plus ain't no one got time for that. No one got time for that. Like I'm just like moving forward, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you ever take another hiatus, especially this long,
But don't.
You don't. But if you do, at the beginning of the chapter, do a little like 5-page wrap up of where you were before you got here.
Yeah.
That would make life so much simpler.
And see, when you started out with the military guys, I thought 1 or 2 things would happen. One, that I somehow forgot everything else in High School of the Dead that I knew, and that the main characters were dead, and that it's been a little shift. Or 2, they were getting ready to drop a nuke. Now, the nuke is the only way you can explain to me opening up with those people. Is having a whole chapter around, hey,
we're getting ready to launch a nuke.
Yeah. Then that would be okay, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah.
But you weren't doing that. It was just them saying, hey, how can we save them? No, you didn't just waste 15 pages on that.
Yeah,
and then he did. Yeah,
he did. And it wasn't even, and they weren't even interesting people. They were like literally the guys sitting around a computer going.
They were copy and paste guys. They were background characters. They were filler. They're not even part of the series. They're just blank-faced guys.
Yeah, and there actually is a blank-faced guy in there. There's like a guy standing there. He's wearing his glasses in the mall. Did you see that? In the mall, there's actually a point where they're getting ready to kill this one guy because he has a scratch, and they just assume that he's going to turn into a zombie. And there actually is a blank-faced guy standing there.
You can't get any lazier. Like, look, here's a white guy. By the way, people who were hysterical and wanted to kill that guy in the school. Okay, he's one zombie, right? All right, and you have guns, right? Well, then what you do is you chain him to something, and then you watch him. And then if he doesn't change, then you realize killing him would have been stupid and immoral. And if he does change, pop him in the head.
And no muss, no fuss.
Yep. And if it's like Walking Dead, then the smell of him being in the room will repel zombies. Or at least make you somewhat invisible.
Or make you sick at the stomach.
Yeah. So, there's that. Now, we have even worse news. Yen Press, the people who released High School of the Dead, said this was a special promotion sort of thing to get people to remember, hey, there's a thing called High School of the Dead. That means it may or may not be regular again. So it may be another 2 years till the next chapter.
Yeah, okay. There are tables in this room, which I'll be flipping if I don't get High School of the Dead at least within the next 2 weeks. I'm just letting you know. And I might just fly to Japan with the table so I can flip them in Yen Press.
Now see, you can do it monthly. Like if you're lazy, all right, go ahead. Like Fullmetal Alchemist did that. It was monthly, and it did great. If you want to do monthly, go ahead. If you want to do every 6 months, go ahead. But just put it on a schedule. Something.
Do it. I honestly, I don't even care if you go the Hunter x Hunter route where you it comes out like 3 or 4 weeks in a row, then you miss a month. And then it comes out another 2 or 3 weeks, then you miss a month. None of that matters to me. Just put the book out.
See, that would never fly in America. Like, I want to take 2 years off. Okay, well, go ahead and make that permanent. We'll see you later.
Yeah. We own the rights to this book.
We'll have somebody else write it.
else.
Yeah. Japan. Yen press.
You do food right.
You do food right, though. It is fantastic. We went off topic. Point is, if there ever is another chapter, which I doubt there will be, we will cover it. There won't be.
There will be.
This is probably the last video ever on High School of the Dead in the whole world.
There will be one.
There really won't be.
Yeah, you're probably.
I don't have any faith in them.
But we could always say that we could read it. We'll read the back issues and we can relive
all 29 of them.
The awesomeness that was the first 29 episodes. Dude, okay. Don't give me awesome and then give me crap. I'm just saying.
Well, no, they gave you awesome, then nothing for 2 years, and then crap.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe they knew that we would want it so badly
that we would accept
crap just to get a story.
You set the bar way too high. Way too high. You should have set it around like Bleach level for that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you know, this story, The Walking Dead. I mean, there are not a whole lot of undead stories out there that I really like. I mean, I can't stand Vampire Night. I think it sucks. It's horrible.
Okay, Vampire Night, and this could be a whole other video. Vampire Night was I was sort of enjoying it. I mean, like, I don't like the whole I have amnesia thing, or, you know, the whole girl trying to decide between two guys thing. That's kind of played out, but it was okay. And of course the falling in love with vampires crap. But when they found out they were brother and sister,
and stay together,
and they were like, "Oh, we'll just be beasts and stay together," I was like, "Okay, that's it." Like, well, I vomited first, like not a little bit, like a lot of it. It was bad, and then I was like, "I'm done. Like he's your brother, and you're like, oh, let me just stay with him and marry him." What?
Yeah.
And it's not even like with Neji and Anada where they call each other brother and sister, but they're like distant cousins. No. They're same mother and father.
Yep.
That's some bull crap.
And you know, like I enjoyed Vampire Night for like the first 8 issues, I think.
And it got weird.
Yeah. So
the point is, High School of the Dead, don't be that. Vampire Night. And don't be Hunter x Hunter where you never come out.
Hey, but look, at least Hunter x Hunter actually does show up.
That's true.
It does.
So basically, High School of the Dead, you are now the worst manga in terms of coming out.
Yeah, well, you're the worst best manga.
Because it is really, really entertaining.
Except for this issue. Which I'm hoping is just a snafu.
And it came out on the same week as this bad Naruto chapter that you saw in our last video. It was a bad week for manga.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't...
Well, God of High School, if you guys read the Korean manhwa, God of High School, that was cool. So
I haven't read it.
You haven't read it, but my other Korean manhwa friends out there, they read it. They know what's up.
I've actually only read like the first 3 issues of God of High School.
All I have to know is that there's like 3 or 4 guys who walk around kicking and punching everything, and gigantic shockwaves come out.
That's beautiful.
Right?
That is awesome.
And he knows the formula and he sticks to it. Don't try nothing new. So, until next time, guys, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid.
And Black Superman.
See you later. And thanks for waiting for the long, long dead period. We're almost like High School of the Dead now. And fade to black.